One of the things I found most challenging when first starting to work on a tablet was learning how to write straight. It's not as easy as it seems when you're zooming in and out. It just gets tricky to navigate a solid horizon line. And thankfully, there's a really easy way to manage writing straight. So once you're in a new canvas, you want to click on that wrench icon that takes you to your actions. And up on the top row, you're going to click on the canvas. All right. Once you're in here, there's an option to turn on a drawing guide. So I'm going to click that on, and you should be able to see very faint grid lines on my canvas right now. And they're really big. So we're going to modify these a little bit so they're the right size for what we're looking for. So I'm going to go back up to my wrench icon, and right below the drawing guide is an option to edit the drawing guide. So I'm going to click on that, and that will take me to this interface here where I can modify the grid size, the thickness, the opacity, and I can also change the color of the grid up here with this color slider bar. So pretty cool, lots of ways that you can customize your grid to be exactly what you want it to be. I usually make it a little bit smaller, so I have it at about, let's say 60 pixels right now. I know it's probably a little bit hard to see on camera, but I'm gonna also decrease the thickness of this, and I'm gonna bring down the opacity. So I have the opacity at about 30 right now. Okay, and the thickness is at about 40%. So it's probably hard to see this on screen right now, and I'm intentionally making it really light because I want to be able to see it, but I don't want the viewer to be able to see it, because this is kind of one of those secret hacks. Like if you do note-taking on paper, you might be used to using a yellow marker as kind of one of those secret tools where you can see it, but your participants cannot. That's kind of similar. So once I have everything adjusted here, I might want to make this, I usually make this either a light blue or a light pink. So that's the color that I usually use, and then I'm going to click done. And now I'd be impressed if you all could see this on the screen right now. I can see it on my end, but this is where I like to test to make sure that if I'm using an overhead camera, that it doesn't show up on the overhead, or if I'm sharing my screen, I also want to make sure that people can't see it on their shared screen. So you just adjust those settings until you get it just right. The ones that I just did, that works really well, so you can just use those. But having this drawing guide really helps you with writing straight and making sure that you don't get thrown off, because you can twist and turn the canvas, so it's just nice to have that level horizon line that you can go back to. This is so simple, and yet it's so helpful, and that's all you have to do to get level handwriting in Procreate.